Yo, guys, what's up? We have NFL Sunday. Thank God today on College Football Saturday, the worst college football Saturday we've had ever on this channel. It was atrocious. I don't think a single college quarterback, other than maybe three, actually went over their yards line. It was atrocious. Everyone went under, screwed us over. It sucks. But I want to put that in the past. I want to hop into NFL. We're going to make some money in NFL today because I really like the NFL slate this weekend. I think it's probably, you could argue it's the best slate we've had all season for the NFL. I really do believe that. Last week was good. This week's also good. So make sure to drop a like on the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so miss any of the free pick videos I drop for you guys pretty much every day at this point for college football and NFL. We're going to hop pretty much straight into it. But before we do, by the way, I got 6 picks for you guys like I normally do in these videos. But before we hop into it, if you guys are not in VIP, you get an entire month for free here on this channel. So you guys get all these plays sent to you every day just like this. We're up over 50 units on the season in VIP, and you guys need to get in right now because since we did bad on this college football Saturday, we have to bounce back on this NFL. So if you weren't in today for college football Saturday, you didn't lose any money in VIP. Awesome, great for you. Hop in on Sunday so you guys can be a part of that bounce back because we've only had one losing weekend so far during the entire football season, and I refuse to have our second losing weekend right here. So we're going to bounce back on NFL Sunday, so make sure you're in the VIP so you don't miss that. All you have to do to get in VIP for an entire month for free, go down to the links below, download this app right here, Parlay Play right here. I know most of you guys don't have it, so you guys all pretty much watching this video should be able to hop in VIP. Download Parlay Play. When it asks you if you have a promo code, make sure you type in code GHOSTLOCKS right here. All caps, no spaces, exactly like this, guys. It is not difficult to figure out, okay? You just have to type it in exactly like this, GHOSTLOCKS. Deposit at least $10 on the app and then drop a comment on this video saying, hey, I used your code, and then I will send you guys the link to the free month of VIP. It is that easy. You just have to deposit $10 with code GHOSTLOCKS on Parlay Play. And again, the links are down below. So go do that right now. You guys also get a $100 deposit match. So you guys can deposit $100. You get another free $100 as well. And then you guys get $100 for free to bet on this NFL Sunday. So you get $100 for free and a free month of VIP. This is what our members in VIP are up so far. A $20 better, someone who puts $20 on every play, is up over $1,000, and you guys can read the rest. But VIP has been crushing it all season long, so make sure to get in. If you guys already have Parlay Play, you can't get in through that app. Same deal with Chalkboard and Sleeper over here. It's just code GHOST instead of GHOSTLOCKS. So if you guys want to get in VIP, just use a promo code on any app. Drop a comment. I'll send you guys the link to the free month of VIP. So you could do one of these apps, but a lot of people don't have Parlay Play, so I would recommend doing this. It is my favorite app right now as well. So code GHOSTLOCKS on Parlay Play for a free month of VIP. But let's hop into the video. Like always, like I said, I got 6 plays for you guys. We're going to go over all 6 plays. But guys, like always, I highly recommend to not take all 6 plays. Break them up in 2-mans. Break them up in 3-mans. Do it how you want to do it. But taking the 6-man, you have like a 3-4% chance of hitting. Do not do that, guys. Okay, play it smart. Play it safe, okay? Be smart. You do not need to do all 6. These are just my 6 favorite plays. Take them how you want to take them. The first player we're going to be talking about, and the first game we're going to be talking about, is this Washington versus Baltimore game. It's probably the best game on the board other than maybe the Lions versus Cowboys. We have Washington at Baltimore. This is going to be should be a great game. So we have Jaden Daniels at 228 passing yards. I'm slamming them more on that. This should be a very high-scoring game. Right now it's projected, I think the line last time I saw it was like 53.5, 54. It might even be up to 57.5 at this point for the over-under on the total score. So it should be a decently high-scoring game. Baltimore, believe it or not, has had a horrible defense this year in the air. So last week, I believe they played the Bengals. Jamar Chase went stupid. Everybody went absolutely dumb. So Baltimore, really bad defense so far this season. I believe they're ranked like bottom 10 in the league for passing defense. So they've been giving up a ton of yards. Jaden Daniels has been playing amazing. He's hit 3 out of these 5 games, as you guys can see right here. These first 2 games of the season where he missed, it was his first 2 games in the NFL. What are you going to do? Other than that, he's been playing really well. He's been hitting every week. Barely, but he has been hitting. This is going to be a game where I think Washington should be down in this game. They should need to pass the ball a lot, and if they are, he should just dink and dunk his way all the way up to probably 250 in this game. So I like Jaden Daniels a lot right there for the first play of the game. And then the second play we're going to be taking is we will be taking his receiver, Terry McLaurin. We're going to be taking Scary Terry over not 62.5 yards, but we're going to take him over fantasy score because Baltimore has been giving up a lot of fantasy points to wide receivers as well. I think Terry should get a decent amount of receptions in this game. And when it's PPR, he gets 5-6 catches in this game. That's 5 or 6 points right there. Let alone if he scores a touchdown, he basically just hit right there without even the yards. So I really like this line. I think 12.5 is too low for him. He's had 20, 18, and 14. So those 3 games that Jaden Daniels went over on passing yards, Terry went over on fantasy points, all 3 of those games. So it's a pretty correlated bet right there as well. So like I said, take these plays how you guys want to take them. However, if you do take one of the Washington plays, I recommend to probably just take the other play with it as well, just so that it's still correlated and it's not just, kind of splitting the duo up. You kind of want to keep the duo together. The third play we are going to be talking about is we will be talking about Derrick Henry. So Derrick Henry has been playing unbelievable. Last week I just talked about it, Baltimore versus Bengals. It was a really good game. He had 92 yards there, had almost 200 against Buffalo, and then 150 against Dallas. He's playing Washington. Washington, one of the worst run defenses in the league. They are horrible. They give up like 5 yards a carry to running backs. Derrick Henry in this game, I love him. This is probably my favorite play on the board for the whole day. Derrick Henry over on rushing yards. You could take him over on touchdowns. You could take him over on fantasy. You could take him over on pretty much anything that has to do with him running the ball. I love Derrick Henry in this game against Washington. Again, it should be either a close game or Ravens up in this game. So both ways, it should be a situation where Derrick Henry gets a lot of touches in this game. I think he should have at least probably 18 or more carries in this game. So I really like Derrick Henry right there at 87.5 rushing yards. I think that line, you really could buy it up all the way to like 110. And I think he's still going to go over that line. So I like Derrick Henry a lot right there. The fourth play we will be talking about is going to be talking about this other game that I was talking about earlier, which is Dallas Lions, probably the best or second best game on the slate on the day. So we're going to be taking CeeDee Lamb's over here, but I don't want to take his over on receiving yards at 89.5. I definitely think that's a good play. Like you could really take CeeDee Lamb over anything. I like him a lot. Detroit's passing defense has been very, very poor this year. So I like CeeDee Lamb pretty much over everything. The only play that I really like a lot more than the other ones is this line at 25.5 for longest reception. I think that's way too low. I thought that line was going to be at least 28.5. Detroit so far on the season has given up at least one 26-plus yard reception every single game so far this season, at least one, if not multiple. And a lot of those longest receptions were more like 50, 60, 70 yards. So they've been giving up a ton of deep passes so far in the season. And also, CeeDee Lamb has hit this every single game so far. So he's had at least a 26-plus yard catch every single game this season. So he's hit it every single game. Detroit's given it up every single game. This should be a shootout. I really do think this game is going to be a lot like last week, Detroit versus Seahawks. When Seahawks, I don't even remember the score of that game, but it was one of the best primetime games in a while. Absolute shootout. I think this game is going to be very similar to that. It's at Dallas, indoor stadium. Obviously, if they played at the Lions, it'd be an indoor stadium anyways. But I like that CeeDee Lamb and Dak Prescott are home for this game. So I really like CeeDee over that 25.5 longest reception line. I think that's going to get bumped, but I would take that all the way up to like 27.5 probably. Once it gets higher than that, I'd probably just switch over and take his full game yards right there. So I really like CeeDee Lamb and Dak in this situation. And again, the Lions passing defense has been horrible. We saw it with the Seahawks. We saw it pretty much every game they've played so far this season. They said their secondary was going to get better, and it just didn't get better. So I really like CeeDee Lamb right there. And then the other play we have is going to be David Montgomery. So David Montgomery, we are taking him over. Look at this. I really want to show you guys this. So he's got a touchdown every single game so far. That's just kind of his thing. That's what he does. But he hasn't had 2 yet this season, right? So he's had a touchdown every game. Look at this. For one touchdown, for him to get one touchdown, that is a goblin play. So it's going to pay you less. So it's not really worth it to take that because the payout is less. But if you take his fantasy score, because he's getting a touchdown every game, he's hit his fantasy score line every game. So I really like taking his fantasy score line because it's almost the exact same thing as taking his goblin play, but instead you're taking fantasy. So it's going to pay you more. It's going to pay you the normal amount that any play would or should. Instead, you're taking fantasy score, but it's basically the same thing and it's going to pay you more. But Dallas's run defense this season so far, the last 2 games, it's gotten a little better. Those first 3 games of the season, they were atrocious, the worst run defense in the league. Again, last 2 games, it started to get a little bit better, but they've been playing kind of worse running teams. Now that they're playing a good running team in Detroit, David Montgomery, they should be handing the ball off a good amount. Dallas's passing defense is very solid. So Detroit, if they want to win this game, they should be handing the ball off a decent amount. Their whole game plan going into this game should really be running the ball right down the throat of the Dallas defense. And I think they really could be able to do that, really should be able to do that. And I think they will do that. So I like David Montgomery rushing yards. I like him probably rush attempts. But I really like him fantasy score just because this dude seems to find his way into the end zone every time. He might get 2 touchdowns in this game. I don't think that's crazy to say. And if he does, obviously we're cashing that play right there. And even if he doesn't, I still think he gets at least 1 touchdown and then cashes the fantasy score. So we're going to be taking David Montgomery right there. The last play I have for you guys, I really like this play. Not a lot of people talk about it because it is a kicker. However, kickers are cash money. Kickers are like a gem. Not a lot of people bet on kickers, but it's literally one of the easiest things to bet on. Knock on wood. I don't want to jinx this kicker right here. But we're going to go with Chase McLaughlin. So he's playing the Saints, obviously an indoor stadium. And I don't know what it is, but I swear to God, the NFC South, whenever there is an NFC South matchup, I slam the kickers overs every single time. I don't know what it is, but I swear to God, in these games, there's like 6 or 7 kicks every single game in the NFC South. So it's another NFC South game. He's playing the Saints. The Saints so far in the season have given up the 3rd most fantasy points to kickers. So it's basically one of the best matchups he could possibly ask for. It's in an indoor stadium, and it should be a really good, close game the whole time, and it's an NFC South game. So I'm putting my strategy to use. I'm putting my theory to use, and we're going to take his over on 8.5 fantasy score right there. I really like that play as well. So these are going to be the 6 plays for you guys for NFL Sunday. Again, bro, we need to bounce back. So I'm hoping these guys don't choke and they do what they're supposed to do and cash for us. So these are the plays we have. Jaden McDaniels, Terry McLaurin, that duo's over. And then Derrick Henry over. CeeDee Lamb on that longest reception. David Montgomery on the fantasy, and Chase McLaughlin on the fantasy. So those are the 6 plays for you guys for NFL Sunday, guys. Remember, make sure to drop a like on the video. I would really appreciate that. Don't forget to subscribe so you guys don't miss any of those plays or picks that I post for you guys every day for free. And then drop a comment down below if you guys have any other plays that you like as well. Let myself and everybody else know down below. But last but not least, guys, again, get your free $100. Really, you could get on all 3 of these apps and get $300 for free, which I don't even know why you wouldn't do that. Really, it's free money. So get at least a free $100, free month of VIP. Just comment down below after you sign up on Parlay Play with Ghost Locks and you actually deposit on the app. Comment below so I can actually find you and send you that link to the free month of VIP. But other than that, guys, those are the plays for the games on Sunday. Good luck with all your bets, and I'll catch you in the next video.